Hi, this is Mrs. Pernick, and I'm going to teach you a little bit about Literacy Pro. Hang on one second, I'm going to share my screen. So first, you're going to go to Clever, and you are going to click the Scholastic Digital Manager, which is a red tab. And then these will pop up and you will see Literacy Pro. You might have to scroll down to the bottom. So once you launch Literacy Pro, you're going to come to a welcome screen. And then you're going to choose an avatar. So you can pick any one of these avatars and you can change it later on if you don't want it. After you choose an avatar, you're going to do an interest survey, and they'll ask you questions like, do you like to read? And then they're going to ask you to choose some topics that you're interested in. And you can see I've selected some action adventures, an adventure, animals and pets, celebrations and traditions, disasters. And you should pick at least 3, but there's, I believe, 23 to choose from. So scroll down to the bottom and you'll click next. And then it's going to ask you some questions. Do you think you would like this book? And you're going to say yes or no by looking at the title and the cover, just like you would do if you were looking through a browsing basket or a library bookshelf. And next, you're going to set a reading goal. So here I chose how many days. I chose 5. How many days will you read each week? 5. And then how many minutes will you read each day? I chose 20 because that's the minimum that we would like you to read each day. So that leaves me with the goal of 100 minutes each week. Now, if you read more, maybe after the first week, you can go back into your profile and you can change this and put more, but I think 20 to 30 minutes, depending on what grade level you are, is a good amount of time to start with. And then this is what you'll see when you come to your home screen. So I'm going to switch into my accounts. So this is mine, and I've already taken the interest survey. So they've already recommended some books. You want to pick a lot of topics so that you get a lot of book recommendations. So right now I'm in this tab called Explore, and what is the weather? And they've recommended some books about weather, because that was one of the topics I liked. And if you click this arrow here, you will see lots of different books about weather. You scroll down. Well, these orange tabs mean you can read it now. If it doesn't have an orange tab, that means it's not on Literacy Pro. And then again, Earth and Space, and here's a bunch of books on Earth and Space. If I keep scrolling down, I have some heroes, All About You, puppies and other pets. And remember to click this arrow over here so you can see all the different books. There's lots and lots of books. So I'm going to go in and I'm just going to choose one. This one looks good, the best pet. I like pets. So I click that one. Now when I click this, I'm going to click Read It Now because it's an ebook. Here is a little light bulb. It'll give you a Think More. That's a quiz you can take at the end. Let's click into the best pet. And now I'm going to show you some tools that you can use. So there's up here a highlighter. There's sticky notes, zoom in, zoom out. So sticky notes, if I want to record my thinking. So the best pet, I turn the page, I can turn the pages from these arrows. I can also turn the pages up, move a picture out of the way, over here. I can turn the page. If I want to go to a certain page, I can type in the page number. Let's say I want to go to page 5. And click. So I can do it that way too. So here's how you would do a sticky note. A bird is the best pet. Well, maybe I want to add a, oh, I click the word pet. It tells me what a pet is. That's another feature. And tell me the word. So let's get that sticky note. So on this page, I was thinking I think a dog is the best pet, because that's my opinion. But I'm going to keep reading this book and wonder why. Oh, look at the next page. It's a turtle is the best pet. So you can write some thinking down there, what you're wondering about, or something interesting. If you're reading an informational text, you might jot down some notes. If I click this tab, Contents, and I click Notes and Highlights, excuse me, there's my thinking post-it. I think a dog is the best pet. I could print that. I think there's other things you can do with that, but we'll show that at another time. So those are all the tools at the top. Let's close this here. Another way to get to pages faster is this bar right here. You can slide it across. That brings me all the way to almost the end of the book. And then I can hit this close button to get out of the story. And that brings me back to my Explore page. If I go to my books, this tab just shows you the last book that I was in. And I can go back into that book. It says jump back in. And I can finish that book and do a think more. These are other books that I read today. I might want to jump back in those. So here, these are tabs like my level. If your teacher puts in your reading level, you will have a little check mark next to the book that is just right for you, a green check mark. Think more if you want to find some books that have think mores, or if you want to find books with audios. So it'll have an audio. Here's my Two Messy Friends book. I go in here. This one has this tool up here, read to me. So this book can be read to me. If it doesn't have that, the book isn't a read to me book. So if you're looking for that, you can search that way. And here's search. So if I'm looking for a particular book or a particular topic, I can go into the search. These little buttons here, which of your interests you want to read about. So you can search by a topic, or these were things that I chose in that survey. And that's all the books that are being recommended at my level here. I can go back in my profile and I can change that if I don't want, if I want to add some interesting topics. So there's search, close out with the X, and here's my profile. So my profile, there's my avatar. I picked a panda. These are all my interests from the interest survey. So I'm showing you all of them. If I want to go back in, I can go back to it and I can add some more or take some out if I want. The more you have, the more books you will have. And then if you change anything, so if I want to add emergency, I have to make sure I click save. And now I added emergency in there. So my goals, this is day 1 for me. My goal is to read for 5 days, and my goal is to read 150 minutes. I'm already at 19 minutes. I can change my goal. This is my reading log. These are the books that I've read today. And so Literacy Pro is a great place to find lots of different books. I'm sure by now you're running out of books at home, so this is a great resource. I hope you have fun searching for books and reading and exploring Literacy Pro. And maybe we'll come back and answer some more questions. We'll see you later.